Good morning, everyone. Our topic for today is the last topic for quarter 4, solving problems involving oblique triangles. But before that, let's have a review on our topic on law of sines and cosines. So letter A, the measures of the three parts of triangle ABC are given. So ito yung mga yon. Determine which between the law of sines and law of cosines is appropriate to use to solve for the triangle. Do not solve. We don't need to solve this. We just need to see yung kanilang relationship. So, magiging law of sines siya if present yung ganitong arrangement. Two angles and an included side. Pwede rin yung one side and two angles. Pwede rin yung two sides and one angle. Wherein kapag law of cosines, hinahanap natin yung cases na two sides with an included angle. So, nasa gitna yung angle and three sides. As simple as that. So, first, let us draw the triangle ABC. Tapos, if this is the angle A, ang opposite side is A. Angle C, ang opposite side ay C. The side C and angle B, ito naman yung side B natin. So, i-check lang natin. For example, ang number 1, A is equal to 14 cm. So, meron tayong A. Hindi na natin kailangan yung data. I-check lang natin ganyan. And then, we will also have side B. And then, sabi niya dito, B is 16 cm. Check lang natin. So, kung titignan natin yung mga cases, this is side, side, side. So, pasok siya under law of cosine. So, ilalagay lang natin dito yung answer. Gagamit tayo ng yung abbreviation na lang ng law of cosine. So, siguro ilagay na rin natin yung case niya na S, S, S. Next one. Suburahin natin to. Meron ulit tayong okay. So, meron ulit tayong angle C. So, that's an angle. And then, meron tayong A tsaka B. So, kung titignan mo, this is the angle C at napapagitnaan siya ng dalawang side. So, saan magpo-fall yun? SAS. So, SAS is under law of cosine. Cases, SAS. Next one. Meron tayong side A and then angle A and then side B. So, we have two sides and yung angle na hindi naman kasali. So, siya ay SSA under law of sines. Law of sines, SSA. Next one. Meron tayong isang angle and then dalawang side, B tsaka C. So, in between nila yung angle, so we call it side, angle, side, which is law of cosine. LOC, SAS. Next, we have side C, and then side A, and then angle B. So, kung titignan ulit natin ito, C and A, nasa sandwich nila yung angle B. So, SAS ulit yon under law of cosine. Nasusundan ba? Ganun lang kadali mag-identify kung ano ang gagamitin natin, whether law of sines or law of cosines. Let's continue on number 6. We have angle A, and then we have angle C, and then and then side C. So, we have two angles and a side. So, angle, angle, side. Dito siya magpo-fall sa law of sines. Kasi yung side natin ay hindi naman in between. So, dun siya. Angle, angle, side, law of sine, side, angle, angle. Or pwedeng baliktad din yan. So, number 7, we have side C muna, and then side A, and then side B. So, tatlong sides ang given. So, therefore, this is law of cosine. Next one, we have side C, and then we have angle A, and then we have angle B. So, nasandwich yung angle A sa dalawang side, SAS. Ang tawag doon, law of cosine. Okay, next one, we have side B, and then we have angle B, and then we have side A. So, dalawang side at yung other angle. Two sides and other angle is law of sine. That's SSA. Next one, we have angle A, tapos side B and side C. Again, dalawang side na pagitnaan yung isang angle. We call that SAS. So that's law of cosine. So, ganun lang kasimple ang pag-identify ng law of sine and law of cosines. Remember, kapag law of sines, tatlong cases yon, A as A, or dalawang angle and between nila yung isang side. Next one is dalawang angle at isang side, and two sides and one angle. Dun naman sa law of cosines, dalawang side and an included angle, and three sides. Let's go to letter B. Use law of sines to solve for x. So, gagawa lang tayo dito ng solution natin, yung formula ng law of sines. X, dito natin ilalagay yung missing variable x over ano yung opposite niya? That's sine 45. Yun ang angle na opposite sa kanya. Followed by yung isang set na complete, which is 12. Mamaya na natin ilalagay yung unit. 12 over sine 60. What we going to do here is we cross multiply these two. So, x multiply to sine 60 equals 12 sine 45. Since we only need the x, we divide sine 60 to both side of the equation. Kakancel natin to. We just have the red. Yan. Makakancel siya dyan. And we are only left with the variable x on the left side. And then, by using the calculator, pe-press lang natin yung 12 times, let's turn it on muna, 12 times sine 45. Make sure na kunin muna natin yung nasa numerator. That is 8.49 round off. Then, i-divide natin directly sa sine 60. Nasa denominator. Then, our answer is, like, lalagay natin dito. Dividing 8.49 by sine 60, we'll have 9.8 round off meters as our x. So, yan na yung value ng ating x. Dito naman sa other side, we will have x over sine, ang opposite niya ay 135 is equal to, so titingnan natin yung angle na may counterpart na side. So in this case, yung 30 degrees, medyo pampagulo lang yung 15 degrees doon kasi kailangan may side siya at may value yung angle. 4 over 30, sine 30. Then we cross multiply. We have x times sine 30 is equal to 4 times sine 135. Cross multiplication. Then we don't need the sine 30 on the left side, so we divide it on both sides. Cancel, cancel. So we are left with x na lang here. And then if we press on the calculator, so we will have 4 multiply to sine 135. So, kunin muna natin yon. Divide further by sine 30. Nasa denominator natin. So, the answer is 4 and square root of 2. Pero gawin natin siyang decimal. So, approximately, round off 5.7. So, we have 5.7. What's the unit? Centimeters. Okay, so our x is 5.7 centimeters. Now, on test C, use law of cosines to find x. So, we know that we have three formulas for the law of cosines. But looking at the first figure, we might see that this x here is the longest part. So, gagamitin natin yung c squared is equal to a squared, but plus b squared minus 2 ab cosine c. So, dapat memorize ninyo yung formula. Pero regardless of what letter yung gagamitin ninyo, as long as alam nyong i-appoint kung nasan si A, like this one, at ito naman yung gagawin nating B. Okay? Ito yung magiging B. para hindi tayo malito. So, yung c, let's change c into x squared. Tapos, yung a naman, let's change this into 9. Tapos, yung b natin ay 15 squared minus 2 times 9 times 15 times cosine at ang ating angle is 120 degrees. So, we can do it straight on the calculator. We have 9 squared plus 15 squared minus 2 times 9 times 15 times cosine 120. Then the answer is 441. And since our x is it has an exponent of 2, we need to extract it para makuha lang natin yung x to the first degree. And in calculator, we press this radical sign. And then answer equals, then we have 21. We add the unit. Our unit is centimeters. That's it. Next one. So, if we try to investigate, parang yung x pa din yung longest. So, gamitin pa rin natin yung formula na c squared equals a squared plus b squared. In this case, pareho sila. So, we might guess para tong isosceles triangle, at least two sides are congruent. So, this will be our a and this will be our b. So, yung x natin, siya yung magiging c. And then, we have 4 squared plus 4 squared kasi pareho silang 4 minus 2 times 4 times 4 times cosine, yung angle natin na 85. Okay? So, we can press it directly sa calculator ulit. So, 4 squared plus 4 squared minus 2 times 4 times 4 times cosine 85. Then press equals. We have 29.21. 29.21. Then again, extract natin yung x squared. Extract natin yung square root nito. Then we're left with x na lang sa kabila. Then dito naman, press the radicand sign. And then answer equals. So, we have 5.4. Tingnan natin. Yan, 5.4 centimeters. And that is just how easy to get law of sines and cosines knowing na alam ninyo yung formula.